All right. Well, it is already 8. We need to get to our respective dinners and stuff, so I think it's just the one for today.
Yeah, I agree.
But glad we did it. That was fun.
It's so much fun.
At the end of these, at the end of these games of Hostage Negotiator, my cheeks tend to hurt from smiling and laughing.
I literally was just noticing that too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Wow. Yeah. We also we create the story that's unfolding before us, which I always loved about us playing this game, and even more dramatic and better in a career.
Right, and that's part of why I'm enjoying it two-headed so much. Is like if I'm playing this solo, I am probably not going to sit there like envisioning what each member of the board that's being rescued is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very fun to put your own narrative on it.
Yeah, and honestly, I just keep on looking at this being empty and just thinking about that's gonna happen. Probably.
No.
It's probably going to happen.
I doubt it.
And when it does, it's just going to fall, deathly silent in this room for, 3 seconds.
The first time
a hostage dies, it's just going to be
I am glad that we haven't had any, even though I wish we had some, just so that it was going worse, I guess. But I am glad that we haven't, because I didn't want this campaign to end early to the 35 victims rule, and now I'm pretty confident that we're gonna make it to year 10.
Fairly
confident.
Yeah. I think I agree.
Because we could at this point we could completely flub 2 full games and have 8 to 10 hostages die each time and still be going okay. Yeah.
Agreed.
And even then, when you lose a game, it's usually you've rescued some. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
You know what I'm not excited for is that damn bus driver.
Oh no.
That one, if that one shows up, that was we beat that once by the skin of our teeth, and we lost it many times. I'm that is how a lot of hostages are going down.
That one, I don't remember what it was. I remember glancing at the stuff that the demand pack added to it, and it seemed kind of interesting. There's a little wrinkle to the way that you're on the types of roads or something, right?
And different locations.
Yeah.
But essentially the cliffside roads and the plains and the city.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Man, this game's so good. For a game that is so actually abstracted, just the amount, if only because we're playing together and we make it up in our heads, the amount of flavor you can get out of this one was with a CEO in a boardroom at the penthouse level of a skyscraper, and he's throwing people out the window, versus that other one is a bus chase. And it's just so many different scenarios and so much different flavor to them that is...
I still think one of the first... Arcane was obviously the most dry one ever, but it was the second one when we played the teacher, and immediately when we saw the 2 6s or 2 1s, we immediately pictured it's she letting go the A students and murdering the F students.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was our second game ever, and I think that was when we were really oh, this is pretty cool to kind of read between the lines of the mechanics.
Yeah, that's always the best part, right? It's reading the mechanics for what's actually happening in games.
Yep. And I think that's part of why this stands out as so unique and so fun to me, is because almost all of the flavor, yes, there's flavor text for what you're saying, but almost all the flavor is us reading between the lines.
Yeah.
Versus an Arkham or a game that is just delivering paragraphs and paragraphs of text.
Sure.
I'm having a lot of fun adding our own flavor to mechanics that are clearly flavor inspired, right? They're doing a great job of giving us the tools to have this fun, and then we're taking it home.
Totally agree. And it's not even as you say, this compared to this one gains us, reduction in threat, this one gains us conversation points. I don't think I would naturally know that, that differentiation of mechanics, other than the general of you're trying to relax them and that's reducing their threat, or just listening to them and that's conversating points.
Yeah, that's a little more abstract.
That's pretty abstract, but I'm it's not even this, it's all of this that gives it the flavor.
Right.
And it does it so well.
It does. And some of the conversation cards we still do. If only what I meant was.
What I meant was
and small talk and stuff. We still definitely find some flavor in those.
Because I still what I meant was your result is not finalized, but you anticipate what they're about to do, and you're but
Yep.
And then if it works or it doesn't work, I still think that's an interesting fork in the narrative.
Yeah.
It's he's going to go down this path, or he's going to go way harder into the negative, or back into the positive.
I love that Or I don't know. That's a big win of that card. I love that when we were setting up our conversation deck for the career, you just choose 2 of the rerolls, right? And they're identical in how they function. And the other one is what, like, consider this or something. And we were just like, no brainer. What I was like, that's
we were doing mostly flavor text at that point.
That is the flavor of our rerolls. Is like, I stuck my foot in my mouth. Never mind.
Amazing. Well, I'm out of whiskey, so
that's a stream.
That's a stream.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Kyle. This is fun.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're watching the stream, hit the like button. Why not? Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt anyone.
Won't kill you.
If you do it too many times, like, you might get carpal tunnel, but just like once, it's fine. Just one
I know.
like.
I'm playing Diablo 4, and that hasn't given me carpal tunnel, so I think you'll be okay smashing that like button a few times.
All right, fine. 3 times.
All right, we're out of here.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.